So hi guys, my name is Nachiketa and welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to talk about how you can exactly ace the GRE vocabulary section. I have made a separate video on how you can score 330 plus in the GRE, but considering the fact that learning the vocabulary required for the GRE is one of the toughest things that you face in the exam, I decided to make a separate video where I can narrow it down on the exact tips that you need to score really well. Now I scored a 332 on the GRE and a 164 on my vocabulary section. So basically I'm going to break this video down like this. I'm going to talk about exactly how many words you need to memorize, which is the most commonly asked questions when you start preparing, and I'm going to talk about what is the best resource that you can use. I'm going to talk about the technique that you can use to learn words every day, exactly how many words you need to memorize per day as well, and then I'm going to talk about the exact technique that you need to use to memorize words, right? So let's talk about how many words you need to memorize. Now there is no fixed answer for that. It really comes down to what your current level of English is, right? Some people might need to memorize less words, some people need to memorize more words, but the general range that I give is around anywhere between 1000 to 1500 words, right? And any word list that you find, any word resource that you find is going to have a list of approximately 1000 words. So now let's discuss about what's the best resource out there. I've talked about this in my previous video as well, but the most popular resources out there is the Magoosh GRE flashcard, the Manhattan flashcards, Barron's 800 and GRE WordBot. All these resources are broadly similar but have different styles, and I'm going to tell you what you can use for what purpose. Now I personally started with the Magoosh flashcards. I find it really good because it has a great user interface. For example, there are first of all classes of 50 words each. You will find a list of words ranging from lower difficulty to higher difficulty, and you can target, let's say, 50 words per day. So in the Magoosh flashcard, you will get an option whenever you see a new word. It will ask you, do you know this word or do you not know this word? Whenever you select the option that you do not know this word, it will keep in record that word. And when you're scrolling through the words, it will pop that word again and again until you click the option that you know this word. So it is going to ensure that by the time you have done 50 words, you really know all those 50 words really well. So that's why I find the user interface of Magoosh flashcards really good. Another tip over here is that do not use a single word list, instead use two word lists at least. Now I personally used the Magoosh flashcards, the Manhattan flashcards, as well as the Barron's 800. However, there's a catch. Magoosh has 1000 words, Manhattan has 1000 words, and Barron's 800 has 800 words. So you would expect that if I memorized all these, I would have to learn 2800 words. But that was not the case. I only had to learn 1400 words. That is because all of the word lists have overlapping words. So once I was done with the Magoosh flashcards, I only had to learn around 200 or 300 words when I did the Manhattan flashcards, and when I moved to Barron's 800, I only had to learn around 100 new words. So it was like for every 8th word, I was finding one new word to learn. So I'll also address which word list you can use based on what style of learning you're adopting, but I'll get to that later. Before that, I want to discuss how many words you need to memorize per day and how you can exactly do that. Now, to not make it very difficult for you, ideal number of words per day could be 50 words every day, and in this way you can, in 20 days you can get done with 1000 words. And that is why again I find the Magoosh flashcard really good, because in that each subsection has only 50 words. So you can complete one section per day. Coming to how can you exactly do that, what I recommend is learn 50 words in the morning, let's say, and before the day ends, revise those 50 words again. And that's when the power of revision comes in. When you learn 50 words, it will probably take you around anywhere between half an hour to 1 hour. When you're revising it in the evening, it's just gonna take around 10 minutes. You'll just have to glance at the word and you're gonna recollect the meaning. The next day, before starting the next list of words, revise those 50 words again. And it's just gonna take you 2 or 3 minutes, because the moment you glance at the word, instantly the definition is gonna flash in your mind. Now on the end of the second day, you have learned 100 new words. Revise those 100 words collectively. And it's still gonna take around 10 minutes or 15 minutes to revise those words. So what I'm basically saying that every day as you collect more and more words, by the end of the day, revise the collected list of words. A major mistake that people do is they learn 50 words and then they forget about it, and 1 month later they come back to revise it. It's not gonna work like that, because it's very hard that way to recollect things. What you can do is you learn 50 words per day for 6 days, and let's say you leave out Sunday just to revise those 300 words. And in this way, if you go on, you come to the next Sunday, now you're revising say 600 words. In the next Sunday, you're revising 900 words. And this is extremely helpful because I remember the day before my GRE exam, I had a list of 1400 words, and it still took me an hour or a little more than that to revise 1400 words collectively. So it's very important you're revising every day. That's just gonna make a whole lot of stuff easier for you. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about is the technique of memorizing words. So just I'm going to talk about 3 techniques. I have talked about this in my GRE video as well, but I'm going to talk about this in a little more detail. First thing is you can directly memorize the word. You look up a word, you look up its meaning, you write down the word that you do not know, and you revise it at the end of the day. I recommend Magoosh flashcards for this purpose. And what you can also do is when you're seeing a completely new word, you can also write down a sentence in which that word is used, because it's very important to know how to use words rather than just knowing the meaning of the words. The second approach is using mnemonics. Basically, if you're finding it difficult to just directly memorize words, you can use pictures and stuff to memorize words. And GRE WordBot is a great tool for this. They'll basically have a word and its meaning, and they'll also have a picture which is related to the meaning, and people find it easier to memorize words that way. So that's also a technique you can use. And the third technique, which is wildly underrated, is understanding root words. When you are memorizing all of these words, you will see that there are a lot of English words which have the same root word, which is basically a word from which it is derived. So a lot of English words which are sharing the same root word are going to have similar meanings. For example, the root word ambi has something to do with the equivalence of two things, of two ideas or two opposite things. Take, for example, the word ambiguity. Ambiguity basically means that a particular thing that has been said can have multiple meanings. When I say I'm being ambiguous, I'm basically not being clear. Another word which has the same root word is ambidextrous. Again, that means a person who is equally skilled with both hands. Similarly, ambivalent is having mixed feelings about something. When you have a good feeling about something and you also have contradictory negative feelings about something. So all these words have the same root word and hence have similar meanings. And when you spot a word on the exam which has the same root word, say ambi, it is very likely it will have a similar meaning. Now it can have exceptions as well, but analyzing the root word is going to help you take a much better guess. So for the purpose of understanding root words, I recommend the Manhattan flashcard, because in that for every word you're going to be given the origin of the word, the root word, synonyms and antonyms as well. These are all the techniques and tricks that I feel can really help you ace the GRE vocabulary section. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did like it, do like this video and subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to put out regular videos like this, and see you in the next video.